You made how much money this last year?
All right, I made 7.1 last year in 2023. 2024, we just crossed 11.5 million.
And how much money did you pay in taxes for those that don't know?
Last year, I paid $0 in federal taxes, $26,000 in state taxes, and this year in 2024, I'm on pace to pay less than $92,000 in total taxes.
How the hell was this possible, man? Because that's insane. You're touching 8 figures and you're not paying anything in taxes. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Is that legal?
Everything I'm doing is legal.
If the IRS wanted to come after you,
I welcome them. The IRS knows who I am. I'm not afraid of the IRS. I'm not afraid to use the tax code against the IRS. And everything that I do is by the book, which is why I have so much fun with the tax code. I focus on income shifting strategies. How do I take money off of my tax returns? I focus on depreciation. How do I create a paper loss by investing in real estate? And most importantly, I'm philanthropic. I have a private family foundation that gives money back to other charities outside of my own that allows for me to also reduce my tax bill. These are the 3 things that I do every single year that keep me at 0% on the federal side. And I do pay a little bit of that Cali tax, but I'm okay with it.
the biggest expense for most business owners is what?
Their taxes, man. It's always the taxes, not your mortgage, not your car payment, it's not your payroll, it's your taxes.
Have you seen people go broke with big tax bills?
I have seen people go broke with a big tax bill because they spend more money than what they have left over to pay Uncle Sam, and by the time that they get the check from Uncle Sam, they don't have enough money in their bank account to pay it.
Let's talk to the people that are just starting out.
Yeah.
Maybe let's say that they're making their first 6 figures. They're making $100,000 this year. Maybe they didn't run super lean, where they had some expenses. They didn't have great margins.
Yeah.
And they can't afford to in their business pay insane amounts in taxes. What are some of those initial steps that people should take to avoid crazy tax bills to save a lot more of that money?
First thing that you want to do as a self-employed individual that's starting to come into some money is look at your entity structuring. Most self-employed individuals start out as sole proprietorships or single member LLCs, and that's great until you cross about $50,000 to $60,000. Once you're across that point, you need to look at switching to an S corporation to avoid paying self-employment taxes. It's this nasty 15.3% on all of your business's profits. If you just switch to an S corporation, you can give yourself a salary now, and now you only pay that 15.3% on whatever you took out of your business. You completely avoid 15.3% on the rest of your business's profits. So that's step number 1, entity structuring. Step number 2 is let's figure out, did you take advantage of all the things that you spent your money on? Because sometimes business owners spend money on things that they didn't know were write-offs. And so we can allocate expenses that we're taking on the personal card over to business if you forgot or didn't know that something was supposed to be a business write-off. This can include cell phones, laptops, travel that should have been business travel that you thought was personal. We can allocate those expenses over to your business to drop down that total liability.